Let me take one more. 1, 2, 3. Man, y'all ain't right. What's the man, brother?
Eric, you know, and he's La Puerta.
I grabbed her tomatoes. I knew it would be very enough. You make me want to play all night long. So walk to the mesa. I got some cerveza. They cooked some onions and limons. And when she looked at me, I could clearly see we'd be making guacamole. We'd be making guacamole all night long. Guacamole. We'd be making guacamole all night long. To the line, I fell in right behind. eyes full of tears. He reached out his arms with his nail-printed hands. Is there any way you could say no to this man? 'Cause how could you look into his tear-stained eyes, knowing that it's you he's thinking of? Could you tell him you're not ready now to give him your life? Could you tell him you don't think you need his life? Jesus is here with his arms open wide. You can see him with your heart if you'll stop looking with your eyes. He's left that out to you. He's done all that he can. Is there any way you could say no to this man? How could you look into his tear-stained eyes, knowing that it's you he's thinking of? Could you tell him you're not ready now to give him your life? Could you tell him you don't think you need his life? Thorns on his head, your life in his hands. Is there any way you could say no to this man? One day at a time in Spanish.
One day at a time.
Necesitado te encuentro, Señor. Ayúdame hoy, Señor, por quien yo quiero vivir. Un día a la vez. Un día a la vez. Dios mío.
Just sing from actually wrote a speech to discourage me from the temptation of telling you things I know about this man. Had you told me 15 years ago that he would be my pastor, I would have probably laughed in your face. In fact, I'll probably done more than laugh in your face at that point in my life. But growing up together, we grew up as kids and then as teenagers, and we had a whole lot of fun. We were friends and buddies and pals and arch enemies sometimes. We had a lot of fun, and we kind of did all of our kid stuff together and had fun and made lifelong friendships, and it was kind of incredible to me that God actually brought us here to this place and they were already here. So I just want to thank the Lord for that, and then I'm going to continue with my speech, so y'all don't look so somber, okay? And if you think he was fun now, if you think he's a really fun person now and, you know, energetic and happy and fun, when he was young, but I won't go there. We've all had a really good time monopolizing on this, his 30th birthday celebration, but let's truly think of what a celebration we should be having. I want to personally say how much I appreciate the treasure the Lord has given us as a friend and as a pastor. I'm going to list a few of his qualities, and if you'd like to throw some out yourself, feel free. He's committed, energetic, which is a major understatement. He's funny, he's fun, he's friendly, he's a great preacher, a great teacher, a great musician. He loves our kids, he's involved in our lives, he's a great dad and husband, and he's a great example to us all. We should all be very thankful that God brought us to this place together and blessed us with the man of God for us at this hour. Thank you, Brother Burkett. We love you very much. Happy birthday, and don't worry, you're not old yet.
All right, the next person I'm going to have talk is probably somebody that's probably one of his best friends. I know how I feel about my mom. But I'm going to ask Sister Wagner to come talk a little bit about her baby.
You know what? I could stand up here and talk all day about it because he's very special to me. Oh, okay. First of all these pictures came from his album, which is up here, and y'all are free to look through it. It's an album that kind of goes from his birth through graduation from TBC. It covers his marriage to Sherry and other things through his life. But we have a few of them up here that kind of want me to tell you about him. This was when he was 6 weeks old, and he was the most beautiful baby. First of all, I want to tell you, Paul and I did not think we could have children, and after 7 years, he was born in the 7th, he was conceived in the 7th year of our marriage. He was the 7th grandchild on Paul's side of the family. He was born on 7/17/72. I was in room 373. He weighed 7 pounds, 7 ounces. And I could go on, there's others. I just can't think of them right now.
Donovan, 7 letters.
Donovan has 7 letters. And Burkett has 7 letters. Wow. He's so yeah, he had God's number throughout his whole life. This is when he was 6 weeks old. Where's the other one? And this when he was about 4 or 5 months old, and I made those little knickers. And Sister O.W. Williams, who will be here Sunday night, I love her so much. She's like a mama to me. I couldn't sew a leg, still can't, but she taught me how to make little overalls and little knickers for Donovan when he was little. And that's one of my first pairs that I made for him. And I still can't sew anything else but that. Yeah, isn't that amazing? Okay, this right here, he was about, I think it's on the back, but I think he was like 8 months old, 7 months old here. He looks like a lot like Kinley right here. He was we always,
7 months.
no, I don't think so. Maybe about 10 months.
Maybe like
it's on the back, I don't know. anyway, I can't keep up. This was his first set of drums. He started young. And one night we went in and he had taken the drumstick and punched holes all in every one of his little fingers. Yeah. Really? He was on the baseball team at the Baptist church, at the Baptist school, Broadway Baptist School right here. He was in karate. Oh, he loved karate. He thought he was the stuff. He'd do them kicks and hi-yas all day long.
Till he got whipped.
He went to tournaments. Paul went to tournaments with him all the time. This is his dirt bike, his first dirt bike. Him and his brother would do races around. They'd go race at the racetrack and everything until he fell on it, cut the tip of his finger off, and he never rode it a whole lot since then. But he's kind of got, he can do it, but he just, that kind of it kind of cooked his fish right there. This was, I love this picture right here. This one is when he was at a banquet. He was playing the piano at the very young age. Couldn't play quite as well then as he does now. But I love that picture right there too. This was when he was at some girl's house. Who knows which one? If you look, if you will look in this album, you will see there was many, and a lot of them is not even in there. That was at one of his houses. Evidently, she was not very entertaining because he went to sleep. And this is his graduation picture right before he went to TBC. He has his Bible in his hand. It's one of my favorite pictures, and this was a graduation picture as well. This is he and Sherry when they got married. And then I want to tell you just a little bit, Donovan, when he was born, was a very sickly child, similar to Kinley. He had chest infections, walking pneumonia, chest infections all the time. And he was in the doctor's office at least once a week until he was about a year old. He had to have allergy shots every week. He was a very sickly child. He grew out of that. He still has allergies a lot, but thank God. But he was very hyper and very sweet child. And I can remember so many things. We used to play a game called Stare. I'm just giving you some of my memories. We'd play a game called Stare, and he was just a little fellow with those beautiful eyes, those green eyes he had, and we'd just stare and see who would blink first, and we did that a lot. We'd play the finger game in church because I had to find something to keep him occupied in church. We'd play the finger game where I'd take his hand, or he'd take mine, he'd touch a finger and I'd do like this, he'd touch another finger and I'd do something else, and every finger would do something different. And since he was a little bitty boy, I would hold his hand all the way to school every day. And he still holds my hand today. He'll reach over a lot of times if I ride with him and we'll just hold hands. He was a very special child from the very beginning. He was very hyper. He was very destructive. He was very destructive. And I want to tell you something, and this is a serious note. If you know someone who has a child who is destructive, who is hyper, who you can't hardly stand to be around because that child is so bad, please don't go up to that person and make derogatory remarks, because that person feels bad enough. I had one, and I had people tell me horrible things about him when he was little. They would say he's going to end up in prison. If you don't do something with that child, he's going to be awful. But you know what I did? I went to my knees, and I asked the Lord to take that energy and all that stuff within him and use it for his glory. And I want to tell you something. I'm like John, if you would have told me many years ago when he was a little boy, or even as a teenager, God forbid, that he was going to be what he is today, I wouldn't have laughed at you, but I would have had plenty of doubts, because he was a rebellious teenager. There's nothing he did not try, and he did a lot of things that made me think, Lord, I've lost. This battle is not won. I didn't win this battle. But you know what? The Lord knew all along what he had planned for Donovan. And he's still not perfect. I want you to know that your pastor's not perfect. But he's striving every day to live for God. I kept on my knees. He kept me on my knees. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun.
Can I say something? And they keep me on my knees.
You know, he's not perfect.
What comes around goes around.
But I can tell you that Donovan has a heart after God, even as a teenager when he was doing all those things that he shouldn't be doing. he would go to church, and he was so tender toward God. He could not stand it. He would go to the altar every time. It took a long time before it stuck. He would have to go down and pray through it. Last 2 or 3 days, maybe a week. He would be right back doing the same old things, and I thought, Lord, one of these days it's going to stick. When he was a junior in high school, he'd been kicked out of 4 or 5 schools the year previously. Had he not he had been kicked out of every school he went to because he was a horrible kid. He failed everything but PE. He had I'm fixing to read you something that he wrote himself. But when he was a junior, the latter part of his junior year, he changed. It stuck. He finally went down, and when he prayed that time, it stuck with him. And it stuck. And when it stuck, he started taking his Bible to school. He started being a witness, and his whole life changed. I'm fixing to read you 3 little short things. In English, everything the boy had to write, he wrote about the Lord. Everything. Everything he wrote was about the Lord. And I just picked out 3 of them. But they were when he was in his beginning of his senior year. And this is some of the things that he wrote. Jesus. This was one of his down times. And I don't know what had happened this day, but evidently it was the beginning of the school year of his senior year in September of 1989. He said, sometimes it just feels like I don't have a friend in this world. It seems that everybody turns against me. But you know when that happens? It is time to look to the one who died for our sins, because no matter what, he will always be there for us. Now these are English papers that he wrote and turned in to his teachers. And he made 100 on every one of them.
Let me say this then. Our teacher had us write just a paragraph. Journals every day. So that's what that is.
If I was a hero, I would want my name to be, remember what you wrote? Super Dynamite. I would want my perfection as a hero to be to save people from this sinful and corrupt world. There are so many people that we see each week and each day that we may never see again. And the Bible says that we need to be a witness wherever we go. That is my thought on this situation. Now to end this up, here is a deep thought. If I'm right about this, then I've got heaven to look forward to. And even if I'm not, I know that I am, because God does not lie, and I would still go to heaven. Now see, this comes from a boy who the year previously was doing marijuana, was alcohol. He tried it all. He wasn't a dopey. But he would experiment with everything you can imagine. And then the next year the Lord did this for him. I wouldn't take anything for this. The last one is kind of about me and Paul. He says, what I have inherited. Do you remember writing about this? I have inherited many things from my mother and father. I've inherited my looks from my father. I've inherited my actions from both my mother and my father. I've inherited my musical talent from my father. I've inherited my outgoing personality from my mom. I've inherited my talent for sports from my grandfather on my dad's side. And I've inherited my desire to live for God from my mother. Thank you. That's more important than you know. So as you can see, I've inherited many things from my parents. Donovan has been special all of his life, and I knew as a child that there was something special about him. And it wasn't just that he was my child. I have another child, and she's special to me, but there's not that same special something about her that was about Donovan, and I always knew that God would do something special with him, and I'm very proud of him today. It reminds me of that song, if you could see where Jesus brought him from to where he is today. then you would know why I love him so. And I'm talking about the Lord, because he has answered prayer for me. He has done a miracle. And when he married Cherry, he did the best thing he could have ever done to help him, because nobody else would put up with him. She's an even balance for him. She balances him out. She knows just how to balance Donovan out, and she puts up with a lot of things, and now they have one that's going to make him pay for his raise. And so, but that's all right. I love her. It's a special bond with her, because when I hold her, it's like looking at my own child. She's so like him in every way when he was little. I love you, Donovan. Happy birthday.
No, you did good.
I don't have no notes. So be ready. No, I'm sorry. I can't take long. Brother Maxwell said cut it short because she took so long.
No way.
No. But anyway, hey, first of all, let me thank Brother Maxwell,
Yes.
Sister Massey, and whoever else was involved in this. Sister Campbell. Don't, is that?
Sylvia.
Sister Sylvia. Okay, if I miss any names, I don't need to. But let's give these four people a hand. Sometimes when you have something like this, I wish they could cut this off, but they can't. You have to put a lot of work into it to make it work, to make it go. And I want to tell you how much I appreciate you four that really worked on this, and whoever else helped. And for everybody that's here tonight, I didn't know how many to expect, but I just want you to know that I do appreciate you being here. His mother has really filled in pretty much all the things that has happened to him. There's been 3 or 4 things. You know, he was living with me one time. I want to tell you this. Let me finish telling you about the motorcycle deal first. Okay? He was a pretty good dirt bike rider, not motorcycle, dirt bike, okay? So he and I and one of my nephews was out at Lake Houston racetrack one day, and he was practicing. So he's flying around the tracks. And if any of you know anything about the dirt tracks, they're like this or all kinds of ways. Anyway, he makes this jump, right? Boom, he goes up. He goes down, but he don't come up. Okay, then all of a sudden, he jumps up, and he's holding his hand up like this, and the middle finger was cut all the way with just a little piece of skin keeping the end of his finger on his hands. And blood was shooting up like a geyser. Okay? So immediately I grabbed a towel, ran and picked him up, wrapped it up, took him to the hospital. Took him in this dog clinic. Well, that's what it was. And this lady doctor from somewhere, Siberia came in. And I said, ma'am, if there's any way you can save his finger, save it, please. She unwrapped it, she looked at it, she said, I don't think so. I remember. She said, I don't think so, but we'll try. So she sewed it up, and to make a long story short, she saved his finger. And so that's, you know, that's what happened as far as that was concerned. There was a couple of times, I won't take very much longer. There was. Are you closing? Are you closing? Shall we bow our heads in prayer? No, I'm not closing until I say this. Usually, I always got Donovan a season pass for Astro World.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, and you know, I don't care what anybody says. this child of mine is nothing like Kinley. Was nothing like Kinley when he was her age. A lot of people think he is and say he is, but I was around him quite a bit myself, so I know, okay? But anyway, no, I'm not gonna tell you all that. I'm gonna drop that. But anyway, okay, real quickly, I'm at work one day, and I don't remember, somebody had dropped him and some other kids off at Astro World. So I'm at work and I get a call from Astro World. I get a call. And I know they didn't want me to come ride rides, right? So I said, what is the problem? He said, well, is your son named Donovan Burkett? I said, yes. Well, we have him in security. I'll be there very shortly. So I got in my car and I shot down there. Anyway, to make a long story short, he had made a mistake. And at this time, there were these neckerchiefs that girls were wearing back then. I don't know if any of you remember. And they wore them around their leg or something.
Yeah.
Anyway, you know, these kids don't know that there's private cops in these places. So he goes in, and he always had plenty of money to buy stuff with. So he goes in this place and takes on about, I don't know, how many did you get? Tried to get one. But anyway, they caught him a couple of times. But,
Can I tell him next?
no. 2 years in a row. 2 years in a row, I forfeited $50-some each. I never was so angry in all my life. I could have choked him. I could have beat him.
You did. But I deserved it.
But anyway, you know, when you're raising your children, you just have to kind of work with them. And his mother knows it. She had to work with him. I had to work with him.
I had to work with him.
And Joe had to work with him. And other people had to work with him.
Some of us are still working.
But anyway, I'm not going to take much longer. I'm going to go ahead and close out here. But I do want to say how proud that I am of Papa.
I done did it about 5 times.
You know, of all the times that I spent with him at the racetrack, or whatever we did, it's just things that you never forget that your child did, or things that you did with your child. And there's so many parents that don't do things with their children, and it's really sad and it's bad. But I am so proud, and you may get sick and tired of me saying this. I'll probably say it again. But I am so proud of my son, the only child that I have, and for the move that he made when he came up here, started the church, then Brother Fielding did his thing, then they done their thing together, then Brother Gurley came up here, done his thing together. By the way, Brother Gurley sends his congratulations to you for being 30 years old this next week. Okay. He was going to write a summary of Donovan, which I wish he could have. If I should have gotten with him about 3 weeks ago, you would have really heard some good stuff.
Go ahead and do it.
But This week he was in Ohio preaching a camp meeting, so he was not able to. But anyway, I'm just proud that he's where he's at and what he's doing for God. And I know that everyone that's here is behind him 110%, because if you wasn't, you wouldn't be here. So just stay behind him. Listen, pray for him. Hold him up. Because some of you don't know some of the things that he has to go through. Some of you don't know some of the things that he puts up with. And so just kind of pray, really, if you have nothing else to pray for him, hit your knees and pray for this child. Okay? Will y'all do that?
Oh, yes.
Will y'all do that?
Yes,
So, but anyway, y'all heard most everything from his mother, and that was excellent. I commend you for everything that you did and said. That was perfecto. And anyway, I just want you to know that I love you. I care about you, and I pray for you.
Yes.
I want you to pray for me.
For years.
His mother, his dad, this is his wife. Go ahead. Now you go do it.
I just want to, I'm going to stand right there so everybody can see what I'm going to say good about my husband. I just want to talk on the aspect about him being what I see, which y'all don't see. Y'all see him on the pastor side, and I see him at home on the pastor side. And I just want to say that I am so thankful that I have a husband that I'm gonna cry.
That's okay.
That's okay. Go ahead and cry. It's okay. What you told me.
I don't want to do it again. Thank you. Do that every time I start crying. Okay. I'm so thankful that I have a husband that I know that he's not in this just because it's a position. He's not a hireling, in other words. Do it slow. He has a true love for people. I have never in my life met somebody that was so obsessed with people. And I can honestly say that people are his obsession. That is his life. His love. He loves people. And I'm very thankful for that. Very thankful. There are times when I have to tell him, Donovan, will you please get off the phone? Please. But he'll say, babe, no, I gotta call so-and-so because they weren't at church and I just gotta check on them, make sure they're okay. And I'm telling you, he does this every day. Every single day. And it's not something that you have to prod him to do. It's a passion that burns within him. And I want to tell y'all, you couldn't ask for a man that will love you more than this man right here. And I'm very, very thankful for that. And besides that, I can only say that his love for y'all just speaks very highly of his character. So I don't think I have to talk very much about his character there. But he's very real. What you see is what you get. If you come to our house, he'll act crazy. He'll act, just what you see is what you get. There's no hidden shadows or hidden images behind him. And I'm so thankful for that. And I love him very much. And thank y'all so much for having a wonderful birthday party. He's a wonderful husband, and I can definitely say that what he does is not just a job. I'm telling you, it's his life. He loves it. Okay, that's all. I'm finished.
Open them in the order. Open them in that order. We know you can.
That's why I'm in this room.
Problem is, you get yourself seated trying to.
He got comfortable. Happy birthday, son. My prayer for you is that God will use all things in your life and work them together for good. That tough times will build you in character. That good times will keep you grateful. That testing times will strengthen your faith. That prosperous times will enrich your giving. Son, my prayer for you is that through all the times of life, you will continue to grow into the man God desires you to be. Wishing you every blessing and joy on your birthday and always. Happy 30th birthday. I love you, bud. Dad. Thanks.
What'd you get in there? Tell them what you got.
Some money?
Tell them what you got.
I got some money.
$30.
500, no, $50. Thank you, Dad. Another one? Happy birthday, Bud, Donovan, and Pastor Burkett.
I had to get that one. That fits you.
Excuse me, did you realize you were doing 20 in a 30 zone? I like that. Oh, yes. Just remind them you have a right to remain the fun person you are, no matter what your age. Happy 30th birthday. This is from your dad, but I love you, Dad. Is there any more from you, Dad? And this is a Starbucks $50 card. You know, I told my dad that yesterday, I think. I said, you know, Dad, I'm not like any other pastor I've ever been or seen. And I guess that's what makes us all so unique. Or, you know, we are the person that God created us to be. And there are a lot of people that try to be somebody that they're not. They try to put themselves in the shoes of maybe their mentor or somebody. And I had a truly tremendous mentor, Brother Gurley. I could never be a Brother Gurley. But I want to say this. I told my dad, I said, Dad, I'm going to redefine the definition of pastor. Okay. Y'all will get that tomorrow morning. For you, son, I was thinking of you today, and I realized that I haven't told you in a while how wonderful it is to have you for a son. Sometimes, of course, I worry about you, but that's just a natural part of being a parent. More often, I think about how special you are and how much joy your cheerfulness and willingness to help out have added to my life. I may have criticized you at times. I may have tried at times to change you, but I love you just the way you are. And the way you are makes me very proud. Happy birthday. We love you, Bob and Joe.
And I got him a new shirt.
She got me a polo shirt. It says 30 on it. There we go.
I presented him the card with the cash. I told him that this was for him to go out and eat and enjoy himself, take his wife and his children and so on. But he said, no, it's going in the building fund. So, this time, he's not getting cash.
All right.
Everybody say amen. He's not getting cash, but I want to tell you from me and his mom how much we appreciate what you have done for him. So he can go ahead and finish his little reading and whatever he's got to say now.
Pastor, you're in Christ and He is in you to bless you, to keep you, to to guide you, to love you, and to use you throughout the coming year. Happy birthday. May God bless you and keep you throughout the coming year. We love and appreciate you. Let's roll your flock or sheep.
Of sheep.
Flock of sheep. Who wrote that?
You have so much trouble reading my writing.
It's a credit card to K&G. I want to say, men's suit store. I want to say thank you to everyone. I was truly shocked. I knew that something was up. Everybody was acting so different and funny. I just didn't know what was up. And I figured that they had something planned for Wednesday night. But I want to say to every one of you, I was so shocked to see how many people would take out their busy schedule just to come to a 30-year birthday party of their pastor. And I want to say how much that means to me, and that means a whole lot. And words can't describe how much this means to me. And I can't say all of that without saying that I feel such a spirit of unity like I've never felt before among the people at this church. And I believe that that is required before we can truly have the revival that God wants us to have. And I pray to God that my next 30 years, the next 30 years that I plan to put in for His kingdom is going to quadruple 10 times the first 30 years that I put in. And there's some commitments that I'm in the process of putting together before I actually turn 30 that I want to commit to God personally for the sake of you and for the sake of revival and for the sake of the growth of our church. And I want to say thank you to every one of you for your giving of this in the middle of a building fund. If there was a way, I would try to cash this and give it to the building fund, because I want to say this. To me right now, I'm focused so much on wanting to provide a place for our children. I want us to have a place for our children to grow up where they don't have to be in a public school atmosphere. It's awful. It's absolutely horrid that we have to send our children to public school. I mean, the sooner we can do this, the better. And I want you to understand that your support and your prayers means more. Your prayers mean more to me and are more effective for me than anything else you could ever do. Your prayers. And I want to thank every one of you for coming today and celebrating this time. I'm not worthy of this. I don't deserve this by any means whatsoever. And I just want to say I love every one of you with all of my heart. Even those that put stars on the ear to make them look like earrings. And I know what I'm going to be preaching on the next 4 weeks. No, I'm kidding. But I do want to say we're having and I know this is late, it was lately planned. We just found out, but we're having a very special service tomorrow night. We're having Brother O.W. Williams preach for us, who is a faith healing preacher. That is what he's done all of his life. Every time he preaches, miracles happen. People are instantaneously healed. I want to encourage you. He's just recently had a stroke a couple of months ago, but he's up and at 'em. They caught it just in time, and he's going to preach for us tomorrow night. I want to encourage all of you. I'm sorry, I hope I'm not taking too long. I want to encourage all of you to invite somebody. If you know somebody that needs healing in their body, I'm telling you, tomorrow night is the night to bring them. If you know, I don't care who they are. We need to get them there. If they're in wheelchairs, however, if they're on a cane, if they're on a walker, let's try to get people to the house of God for tomorrow night's service. Lord bless you once again. Thank you. I've enjoyed this time so much. I've enjoyed what my mother said. I've enjoyed what some of what my father said. And I enjoyed all of what my wife said. And I'll pay you later for that. And I've enjoyed what Sister Riley said. And I appreciate all of you. Once again, love you so much. And words cannot describe what my heart is feeling right now. And I better blow the whistle before I cry. Lord bless you, Brother Maxwell.
All right. We're ready for cake now.
Chop 'em.
Hey, step a little closer. Brother Burkett.
He needs to hold it up, but it's so.
Yeah, he'll drop it.
Do that a little bit. Can you maybe help him? Can you do it?
Brother Phil can help him.
There you go. It's falling down.
You're dropping your zero.
To you, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to one of us. Happy birthday to you.
Brother Burkett, this is one of the managers. They came to me a while ago and said that the waiter experienced somebody, taking
silverware and putting them in the bags and purses.
somebody's taking silverware, putting them in their bags and purses, and
And their pockets.
something. And he wants everybody to check their.
I'm not stupid.
Man, I'm not sure though. Hang on.
Oh, yeah?
Oh yeah.
The waiter saw it, huh?
The waiter saw it.
Well,
He said he wants everybody to check their purses. Their purses.
that's all I got. This is it. Everybody check your bags.
Are they serious?
Somebody's been stealing silverware. AJ, where are you at? AJ, what you got, man? All right. How much are y'all missing, sir?
About 25 pieces.
25.
Whose bag is that?
You're saying. Man, I almost had it. Why did y'all tell me?
Okay, I'm not cutting the cake. I don't cut cake.
Oh, that was perfect.